Hello and welcome. It's so wonderful to see you again. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by, and for all of my community here, it is so great to see you again. And thank you too for clicking onto this conversation and spending a few minutes with me today. And my thoughts, this crazy lady, I've been thinking about water today, and I've been thinking about, I went to the beach and it's so cold here. You can see I have a sweater on. We're having a freeze here in Florida a little bit. But I was just watching the beautiful waves and thinking about the ocean and how the ocean comes about, because, rivers feed into the ocean, and it starts out as this little tiny stream, doesn't it? And the stream winds around through valleys, gathering up speed and carving its own path until it finally goes into another tributary, another river, and eventually winds down and gets into the ocean. And that basically is our lives, isn't it? Our lives are full of bends and twists and turns and slows down and speeds up. And we never know what's going to be around that next bend, do we? I mean, there are times in our lives when maybe we feel that bend is just going to be so horrible. I don't think that I can really navigate that bend, or that my life is like this and it's just going to flow. But that's not what life really is. Life is full of bends that speed up and slow down, and surprises around the bends. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But we are a river. Our lives are rivers that continue on. No matter how young or old we are, we always have that bend that happens to us, that surprise that happens to us. Now, I'm going to share something very personal with you. And if you are part of my community, you may realize this. And if you're just new, I have had such bends in my life. I have had so many things that maybe have traumatized me and given me thoughts that I couldn't carry on. And for sure, my river was dried up, dry as a bone, and I could see cracks in the mud beneath my feet. But do you know what? Around the corner, I had bends waiting for me that would take me to a life that I never, ever dreamed of. Even though at that time, I felt like I was standing on the top of Niagara Falls, ready to just drop off and let myself sweep away. If I did not believe in life, if I did not have faith that there was a reason that I am here, I wouldn't have been able to experience a life around that bend that was waiting for me that I never even knew existed. I'm not an anomaly. I am not alone in this universe or on this river. We all have a river. Our lives are rivers with bends and twists and turns. And if we do not navigate and believe that each bend in our life has a reason, you might as well just give up. But don't give up, because there is a reason that you are traveling this river of life. You have something so unique to give, and your journey on this river is not finished, and it's full of bends, surprises that will come if you continue to have faith in who you are. And I especially think that if you're 20 and you're young and you are following social media and you say, oh, why am I not there at this point in my life? Why am I not where he is or where she is? It's because you have to have faith that your life is like a river, and it flows, and it's deep, and it gets shallow, and there are places where you're standing on the edge of that waterfall. But if you just trust in your talents, if you trust that the reason you are here is because that river of life has something meaningful and exciting for you around that bend. And for those of you who are my age, 50, 60, 70 or older, you may feel, okay, you know, my river is about ready to be dammed up. You know, I have lived whatever I'm going to live. My story is over, but it is not. You still have something around that next bend. Your riverbed is not dry and cracked. It is still flowing, and it is still and can be really exciting, like riding the rapids. You are on a high because the best of your life is not really behind you. The best of the life is at the mouth of the river, where you reach out and you're into the ocean. And that's where we are now. We are the ocean. We have so much experience and so much life in us that we can fill an entire body of water that is supporting life on top and that is supporting life below the surface. Even though we're on that ocean, we still have dreams to be dreamed, we still have people to be loved, and we still have adventures to explore. So whether you are 18 or 88, I want you to hear this. You still have more, and your river of life is still flowing, and it's still allowing you to give more, to love more, and to experience more. Our lives are like rivers, ever flowing, ever changing, ever looking for a new adventure beyond that bend. And believe me, you may not know where your river is going, but there is a reason behind every single bend that you experience. So let's keep going. We may not know where we eventually are going to wind up, but please know that you have something so unique on your own river of life to give. So while you are here, make the best of it. The world still needs what only you can bring. Thank you so much for sharing this moment with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week and know that you're not alone. We all love you. And I hope to see you again for another conversation next week. Take care, and I love you.